Greetings, people of the world. Matthew back with you here in Novora Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. It is day 67 of 75 for EDSS here in the Realm Reborn, and yesterday we tried to get back to work in terms of trying to find the whereabouts of the Enterprise, only to find out that the Inquisitors here in Kerthus do not believe our identities, that of myself, of Sid, and of Alpha Node, and so now we have to make it a point to try and convince them otherwise. Doing so, however, and among other things, has caused a whole new set of tasks to be able to be done here at Whitebrim Front, the westernmost part of Kerthus, where we have no less than 8 different challenges we can take on, and believe me, we are going to need to take all 8 of them. Because even though we've done some grinding, and now I've gotten up to experience level 40, that doesn't mean that we're off the curve yet. There's the very least for going to the next dungeon that we're going to be taking on is level 41. And so that's something we're going to have to do. And you may have noticed that my attire is a little bit different because part of my grinding included doing a second run of Cutter's Cry, which resulted in myself getting new armor. And so, I also got a new weapon as well, and in addition to that, plus, because I just felt like I needed to do so, I'm gonna take Edie over here to a wall so I can show you that I finally decided to put the free token that Jandalane, the esthetician, gave me, and I decided to mess with Edie's hair a bit, because, yeah, I really liked the initial hairstyle I gave him, but it was that one lock of hair that got in his eyes that really just bothered me so much, and so I decided to give him a simple drawing back of his hair. So, now that we've got all that established, yeah, we have a mountain of tasks to do. And we're going to need to do every single one of them, as I said. So, let's start with the one that we see that is most visible. We'll start with Jean Tremont, and take on his level 39 challenge entitled A Few Good Men. You can't handle the truth! A good commander looks to his men rather than his betters, than Sir Jean Tremont. One such knight seeks your help. Well, if I may, adventurer, as much as it pains me to say this, I must. Go to the gates of judgment, deliver a petition to Sir Marcelin. Tell him we need reinforcements. The common folk are toil worn from the constant skirmishes with the dragons, and the mood grows dark in the front. We teeter on their knife edge, and we will surely fall. Well, with that kind of concern, obviously we need to go help him out, so yeah, it's a bit of a trek, but nothing we can't handle. Let's pull out my chocobo and be on our way. And for those of you who are wondering, I've been keeping a common theme with how I've had my attire look. It stems back to all the way back a long time ago in this LP, where we gained the ability to change the color of the armor that you're wearing. Unfortunately, this enhanced armor that I got, that I obtained in my second run through Cutter's Cry, for some reason, you can't change the color of it, so unfortunately I'm stuck with the blue armor. Yeah, it doesn't match with Edie's green hair, but there's nothing I can do about that. Not until I get something better. And then, maybe we can change it. Yeah, because, yeah, you go to a dungeon and you get a special weapon or a special armor, you can't change its appearance for the most part. And this is one such instance where that has occurred. And I'm not going to bother with the bird, even though it is put up a high-speed chase on me. Now we're going to slip through this little passage. Yeah, the bird gave up its pursuit. And we want to run down to the end of the Gates of Judgment to speak with Marcelin. Right, disembarking, and yeah, it looks like this guy doesn't mess around. He's actually wearing a crown. Along with, well, I can't tell if he has one good eye and one bad eye from this vantage point. Anyway, let's give him a talking to. What business have you here? Speak quickly. A request from what? A request for what from Whitebrim Front? Where are they? Cravens and fools. Tell Jean Chamont to take that knife edge and cut the throats of every knight who professes himself too tired to do his holy duty. Hang any peasant who dares plain with his singed pigs. Begone, ye messenger. Whitebrim Front will be fortunate if I do not reduce their allotment of supplies for this outrage. Yeah, how's that for a way to score 10,800 points? Get a full no, and pretty much get beaten over the head. Yeah, it goes back to when we were in Little Alamigo, when I mentioned before that the refugees there will, if you were to extend to them an olive branch, they would take the olive branch from you and beat you over the head with it. In Kerthus, it's no different. You come to anyone with any sort of complaint that's like, screw you! So, back to Whitebrim front. Unfortunately, we can't give any good news to Jean Charmant because there is none. But, on the bright side, we did check one task off our list and it didn't take us all that long to do it. So, I don't think we can complain about that in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, so just enjoying the awesome riding music that you get for when you get your own a chocobo of your own. Of course, I've never actually demonstrated the music when you get a commercially distributed chocobo. I've yet to demonstrate that music. Yeah, but that music has a more of a funky beat to it. So we're not going to take the Levy Mets challenge. That's not necessary. So I guess it's going to be more like we're down to 6 rather than 8. So yeah, I forgot to count this, the Levy Mets initial quest. So why don't we start going up top and dealing with the situations that people may have in here. Let's take a right and see if we can find anyone who needs our assistance. Odds are the person will be upstairs, because this is a... Yep, this is an infirmary, so we have Charmin here. Or Charmine, young lady here, and she has a level 39 challenge entitled Loves Hard Labor. What Charmine the Chirurgeon, yeah, that's quite the tongue twist of a word, seeks is an infusion for her ailing infirmary, but she will set her for an adventurer instead. Ah, the poor soul, she has a betrothed, yet she will die without hearing his voice speaking the words of passing. He deserted, you see, on the eve of a battle with the dragons. He now languishes in the dungeons. I cannot give him more time, not with such medicines as I possess at any rate. At the very least, take word to her love Laurence, that he may say such prayers as he is able. Yeah, that's an unfortunate situation. His wife is, I'm guessing by the title of the story, in labor. And unfortunately, he's not able to be there with her. To resolve this issue, we have to go over this direction, I do believe. And I believe we go in this door. Yes, you do. And we spoke with Alpoise earlier. And now we want to go down a set of stairs, if I can remember where they are. Or is that where... Oh, okay, yeah, I'm not reading the map. I'm not reading the map, and that's not where Lawrence is. Laurence is going to be over at this door. I went the wrong way. Ugh. Yeah, here's what we're looking for. So yeah, Laurence is just a poor guy in a cell. What can that adventurer want with a man whose purse is empty and name besmirched? What? The words are passing! No, they said she was on the mend! Yeah, he's definitely shocked. If you have ever loved, hear me. There is something I hid in the forest southeast of here. You shall know it by the sign. Take it to her Corrigeon. I beg you. Yeah, I'm gonna have a hard time trying to pronounce that word. Definitely not the easiest word I've ever pronounced, but they put a lot of big words into this game, especially in the latter stages of it. So, what we seek is going to be actually quite a bit of distance, but not that far. So let's make our way to the southeast. But first we have to turn southwest because that's the way the gate is going. And now we can turn southeast. I'm trying to find this little item that Laurence wants us to obtain. Trying to avoid the chinchilla there. Yeah, from what I've heard they make lovely fur coats, but who wants a fur coat these days? I mean, sure, you want cotton, you want wool. Wool's an animal type of fur. But I guess it wouldn't officially be classified as such. I don't know, I've never asked that question. Is wool officially defined as fur? Because it is essentially the skin of an animal. Okay, what are we looking for? Let's disembark from the chocobo because I think it might be Okay, I thought I saw a glimpse of it. Okay, yeah, here we go, over here. It says, alchemic concoction. Well, we found it. But are we gonna have to fight for it? No, we don't. Simple and easy to do. And another 5-digit count of experiences coming my way as a result of that. And I'm going the wrong way. Curse me and my ability to know how to go different directions. And, yeah, women always say, why don't you stop and ask for directions? Well, I guess in this instance it wouldn't hurt to ask. You know, of course, and I mentioned this in a previous LP, there was a joke about that at Montreal Just for Laughs Comedy Festival where the comic says, men are no good at asking for directions. Do you agree with that, ladies? And then he then follows up with saying, well, of course it would help if you girls could read a bloody map. You know, that definitely was hilarious. I much enjoyed that one. It goes both ways. We're no good at asking for directions, you're no good at reading maps, we're both screwed. Right, shaman. Oh, the poor soul. She still breathes, but adventurer! Does he pray for her soul? Not only that, he offers this. An alchemy concoction? As costly as it is hard to obtain. You say it was hid in the forest? This bottle was the truth of Lawrence's desertion. He learned that he might find it for her, and when he knew he was to be captured, he took great pains to hide it, knowing his pursuers would have simply destroyed it as a traitor's refuse. I cannot thank you enough for keeping faith in him. Now if you will pardon me, I have a patient to save. And with that, it was all worth it, because depending on what you want, you get a Mega Potion or a High Ether. We'll take the Mega Potion, but we're never going to use it anyway. It's just there for you to claim. Yeah, I'm too good of a gamer here in Final Fantasy XIV or Reborn to not require the need of potions. Alright, so now we can start going over to the left side. Because I believe... Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to cut in the way of your basic training. I believe... Yeah, we were already here before. Onsnedel, I believe that's the name. Onsnedel has a level 39 challenge entitled Cleaning Out the Dead. For some like the pushful Sir Onsnedel, an adventure is not but a scullion for a task most macabre. And looks like this is... Yeah, this is a female. Oh, adventurer! I claim your time in the name of the Holy See. Search the body downstairs for personal effects and deliver the lot to the gates of judgment. He was a heretic in life, you need not be gentle. Usually we leave the carcass for the crows, but as you all know, there has been some trouble of late, and now we are told to rifle through these lousy pockets. No work it is, and I leave you to it. You'll find naught but nits, I'll warrant. Yeah, she just goes along with the rest of them. So yeah, we gotta find this heretic corpse and basically do a strip search. And we have to deliver the sack of effects to Chalonnais. So out we go. Now, this is not good work we're doing, not good clean work that we're doing. And this person is also back at where we were before, not that long ago. In fact, it was about 10 minutes ago that we made this journey out to the east. But I cannot remember the name of this place, because it does not come up often in quests. However, we will go there anyway. So, wind my way around, and getting back up to where we can see a bit of horizon line, because, yeah, there isn't much of it here in Carathis. Usually just large hills and giant mountains. And crazy creatures and beasts to boot. So let's go over this direction, because we've already taken this path before. And hopefully the Batelot does not pursue. No, it does not. Fine by me, because yeah, I don't want an enemy chasing me when I'm trying to complete a quest. I'd rather it be dead and be done with it. So, at the gates of judgment, Chalonnais. Hello, sir. Step to your business. Well, I've been asked to give you this. The leavings of unbelievers. Most excellent. You have served with honor. Let's also hope there's to be found here a clue. Long have I hated unbelievers, but no more, for they too serve their fury. If not in life, then in death. What truth has alone to grant them such a chance? Well, as creepy as that may be, we actually now have 2 new quests that these guards can offer us. So let's take Chalonnet's level 39 challenge entitled Rubble Rouser. Sir Chalonnet believes that moving debris is beneath an Asgardian's dignity, which is why we leave it to adventurers, of course! Are you going to clean the rubble? But of course! Our brother Knight has recently explained your kind to me. As the South Sword lacks honor, so does an adventurer lack discernment. No task is too menial, yet no cause is worthy enough. I have need of one such as you. In their boundless depravity, the Gervanians have lashed out against our judgment. Pawing at the rubble will be more than any true Ishgardian could bear, yet to move they must be. This shall be your task. And so, that will all be done right out here in front of the Gates of Judgment itself. Yeah, not much to this one. Just pick up your 5 chunks of rubble and be on your way. Make sure to peruse both the outside and inside, because it can be easy to overlook something. Alright, here's another one. And I can see 2 more, one to the right, one to the left. I mean, quite honestly, I don't know why we're cleaning this rubble away in the first place. I mean, it looks more or less superficial than anything else. But we need to do this if for no other reason than to get myself the experience that's needed to stay ahead of the curve. Alright, so now I believe we go to the perimeter to find the 5th piece. Where are you, number 5? Yeah, yeah, remember the movie Short Circuit? Yeah, that was the name of the robot, number 5. Yeah. No disassemble! No disassemble! Yeah, I believe that was, I couldn't remember if it's either the lead was played by Julie Roberts or Sandra Bullock. It was one of those 2. Okay, over to Chalonnet again to let him know that we picked his litter for him. Yeah, because we're just that crazy. Alright, Chalonnet, you have served well, though I feel the state of these gates is still disquieting. You should have seen them as they were, adventurer, not battered and wounded as they are now. The Gervanians are set on breaking my heart, my faith, I meant to say, with their assaults. They must quit this world. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to be quitting taking tasks from you. We're taking your level 39 challenge entitled Salving the Wounds. No, we're not salvaging wounds, we're salving them. So Chalonnet would have you perform another bit of gathering to aid the knight's plight. You look eager to serve, adventurer. Do not deny it, the fighters in your eyes betrays you. There is something you can do. Slay the chinchillas that dwell near at hand and reap their fat. How many of the beasts? I see the task excites you. 4 of goodly size will do. Now be as my tail cell and hunt the chinchillas thither. Yeah, now we're getting Shakespearean all of a sudden. Anyway, the target we want is going to be over this direction, to the southwest. Although, in a snowy environment, when you think of the words south or southwest, or even southeast for that matter, does it necessarily have merit? I mean, yeah, it is a compass direction, but does it necessarily apply to the environment in which we are currently located? I mean, it's one of these autism questions that I have to ask, because it just in of itself just lends itself to such of a question. Alright, so since we are now going to be shedding blood, let's bring out my chocobo again, so that he can get some experience points. And we're gonna pick on a bunch of chinchillas. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, chinchillas are native to Mexico, because the name is Spanish, and I've heard them being native to that area. Alright, so now your turn. Now we shall slay you, chinchillas. You're in a French environment, but yet you have a Spanish name. And we seem to be done with you. Okay, you're gone. 2 more to go. Alright, so now that I have got that weapon maxed out as far as that spirit bond, since I have something that is at similar strength, let's go ahead and equip this because it'll actually make me 3 points stronger. Yeah, I had enough seals that I could go back to Limsa during my grinding and buy a Grand Company weapon. So now that I have it in tow, we can continue with our attacks. And we'll soon be done with this chinchilla. And since I don't remember where exactly this is going to go when we're all said and done, let's kill this one and then figure out where we have to go next. Because it will be directed to us once we have killed off this final chinchilla. Yeah, harvesting fat from chinchillas. I'll bet PETA is pissed off. Alright, and with a smack up the chocobo butt. Okay, we just take it back to Sholone. Then back we go. Back on the path. Back on the path of righteousness, hopefully. Because, of course, we gotta do all these tasks in order to, once again, win the favor of the people of Kerthus, because they don't believe who I am. They also don't believe that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are not completely extinct, nor do they believe that Master Sid Garlon is still alive, and that he's been incognito with a massive case of amnesia. So, back over to Sholone, and we'll give him what he has asked of us. Right, sir. Ah, the Tisel of the temple. Have you what I bid you bring? Yeah. That's almost on the point of being grammatically incorrect. This is most excellent fat and well pulled. I see you have some skill at dressing beasts. Once rendered, they should be fortified into a frostbite bound for our chocobos. Alone among beasts, the chocobos are to be honored. For every knight of Ishgard that has perished in the crusade, as many of the noble bells have died. None who witness a chocobo meet its end can fail to be moved. And so with that, we complete this task and get choice of weapons, or in this case specifically armor. Level 38. We can't use the level 39, so I believe we're going to take the 38 necklace. And we're done with Sholone. So let's go ahead, because, yeah, it's time that I got myself equipped with an enhanced necklace. And so, with that, let's go over to the other side and speak with Loan. And Loan has a level 39 challenge entitled the Pecking Order. So Loan would have you cull birds for the sake of all that is holy. Avejra, Aideness ill becomes a man so hell. Go slay for us 5 battalions that nest in these parts. The crusade consumes the knights of Ishgard body and soul. To you shall go such morals as we cannot stoop to, but at which you have enjoyed some success, if the tales be true. Your presence is a part of Halon's plan for us. The fury be praised. And so for this young lady, this young female knight, we will do as she asks and slay 5 battlers. I've been walking past by some of them, so I know where exactly they can be found. So here is a pair for us to pick at. And here we go. Let's start beating up these 2. And then we'll get 3 more. Look out for that special ability. And now, back at it. And now it's your turn. Yeah, you can attack me if you want, but you're only going to get me with a normal attack. You won't get me with any of your special abilities. I can assure you of that. And load it up. Boom! Gone. Right, let's take... Well, since we know we have to go back to her anyway, let's go over to the left and then we'll go to the right. It'll just save us a bit of time, that's all. Flirting with disaster on the cliff? Well, you're a flying bird, so I don't necessarily know if you would be flirting with disaster, but drawing someone like me to such a possibility is not good. But don't worry, I can't fall off the edge here. In fact, I'll even prove it. I'm trying to run throw my life into the bottom of the cliffs, and yet I can't do it! As funny as that was terrible. Well, it looks like these people are all running somewhere. What are these people running from? They're not! They're running to the world's toughest competition in town! MXC. 10 years ago, I still miss that show. Yeah, that was the anglicized version of Takeshi's Castle, a long-running Japanese game show. Alright, that's 4. We won't bother the Gubu. In fact, number 5 is right next to where we need to go to, so that actually works out quite well. I will take it and then some. And go. Let's strip this bird of its wings. Kill it off once and for all. And in doing so, complete this task. And gone! It's just that easy. So back over to Loan. And give her the good news. Right, so Loan? You have served well, adventurer. The battlers eat heartily of the bounty of the Sea of Clouds, and this we cannot allow. The fish of that sublime sea belong to the noble knights of the Crusade, not to lowly birds and beasts. The Fury has given us dominion over all creatures of this land, and the Gervanians too will understand this truth. And so with that task done, there's nothing for us further to do here. So since there's nothing further to accomplish over here, back over to Whitebrim. Back over to Whitebrim, after helping the knights at the Gates of Judgment. But yes, there is still much that has to be done within the walls of Whitebrim Front. And I'll thank you, Battlelords, for not chasing after me if that is at all possible. So descending back down. Yeah, I can imagine this would be a good workout for anyone, having to constantly run up and down these hills. It's definitely a good solid workout. And I have not been out for a good long walk in a good long while. Like, I get out still when I still can, but it's been a while. And of course it doesn't help that it's summer now and the temperatures are going to be insanely hot. And yeah, I know what you're thinking. I live in Canada, how can it possibly be hot? Well, we're as far south in Canada as you can get. And we get temperatures in the 90s regularly during summer. It's not uncommon for that to happen. So now we want to see what other challenges are available for us. The map's showing me that it could be one of them is possibly down here. Hold on a second. I think I've had this situation happen before. Yes! A prisoner has a challenge for me. Has a level 39 challenge entitled An Ovary of Innocence. When a chance to see a real-life heretic presents itself, how could an adventurer resist? Visit with Boyle and see what rattles his cage today. Wahahaha! Do you see? Do you see the great dragons? Yeah, tragically I see and hear about Romithra on a regular basis, and I found out that he is doing guest commentary on Pink Kitty Rose's new LP, which pretty much has discouraged me from ever watching it. Javanius Mundi has risen! Bend the knee, bondsman root before our righteous conquerors! They sent you, I know. A slave or a servant, those are the choices. So many voices. Shh! I must make an offering. Quickly, bondsman, tell the slave Ferdelay to send a fatty calf! Well, I don't know if you're gonna get it, but we'll see if Ferdelay has it. Would it be in the other cell? Or is he back upstairs? I can't tell from in here. Okay, it's one of the guards, alright. Boyle wants another sacrifice, eh? That's crazy, unbelieving son of a troll. He won't shut up when he gets in this state. Makes these donjons a living hell, believe you me, and I can clearly see your frustration as to why. Yo, just give him this dead rat. That will keep him quiet for a bit. He does these rituals, you know. Fair turns the stomach, but anything for a little peace. So yeah, we gotta give him a dead rat. Hey, fine by me, because I know you ladies don't care much for rats. Boyle? Bosman, I see the front third is prepared for the fatty calf. The dragon lords will be most pleased. Well, you're just gonna have to settle for a rat. There, are you happy? Beautiful. Innocent? Shh, my Mukau. Don't tell them you're innocent, it was that way. Oh, Javunius Mundi, accept this offering and let me be reborn in flames. Pine peach pig's fat, dry brush, rock oil. Don't forget ale. Ale burns, but a little bronze water that he loves so well, that only melts. That only melts. Yeah, that is... You are definitely... Jail is not enough for you, sir. You need to be put in an insane asylum. For delay. Finally, some peace. I tell you, some of these unbelievers seem normal enough at first, but they show their true face after the Inquisitors get to work on them. Best not consult with them that's in the dungeons, eh? Well, if you say so. And in this case, you speak true. Let's get out of here. So yeah, as far as what's currently available, we've pretty much cleared everything out that's here within Whitebrim, except for the Levimet and the 3 mandatory quests. So we're gonna get started, since we're gone past half an hour, on the 3 mandatory quests next time. And so that will definitely set us up for a whole lot of other new stuff that we're gonna have to do. But all for the necessary practice of getting our experience level up for the necessary dungeon that's going to be coming up in a few days' time. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. And when I join you again, we will start on those 3 mandatory quests in order to try and get some headway here at Whitebrim Front. So until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Navora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.